Today I'm going to roll the fenders on the Miata. I had previously attempted to roll it using the end of the jack handle wrapped in tape. It got clearance, but it was kind of wavy on the backside. The car still needs a good alignment. I took it to a shop and they did not set it at all where I wanted to. The rear has way too much camber, but it's probably helping prevent some rubbing right now. You can see on the tire this like rub line, which appears to be actually mostly this plastic here. There might be a seam there that I might have to hammer back. But I've got the car up in the air. I've actually got the wheels off on this side already. Which you can see here, more of the rubbing. I've already got the roller in place here, but there's where it seems to be hitting the most. I don't know how well you can see. It's a little wavy. It's not terrible on this side, but it needs to be set up better. And then the fronts here don't seem too bad. The plastic over here seems to be rubbing a bit. Right here. Which it actually kind of ripped when I did the previous roll. The fronts are actually already pretty good, but I'm just going to give it a little bit. You can see a little bit on these tires. So I've got a heat gun. I'll go ahead and heat up the fender line, or the fenders, and then get to work with the fender roller. Try to smooth these out a little bit. I might take a hammer to that piece where the plastic is. And then once this is set, then I'll actually get a real alignment.
While rolling, I'll take it in steps. I'll use the heat gun to heat up the fender. I want to get the paint hot enough to be able to move with the fender without cracking, but not hot enough that it starts to bubble. I'll heat up the fender lip until it feels hot to the touch. I'll then roll the fender slowly, increasing pressure of the wheel on the lip. As I add more pressure and as the fender cools off, I'll apply more heat. It's better to take it slow and easy than to rush through to prevent cracking.
It's not flat, but it's rolled. It's relatively smooth now. I'm just going to hammer in here because I think there's a piece of the body coming out that holds the bumper on. I'm going to hammer that up because that's the main spot where it's hitting anyway. And we'll be done with this corner. So the front I'm not going to be able to do. This is a cheap eBay fender roller, and it apparently, with the coilovers on, doesn't get short enough. I probably should have done this before I swapped the suspension, but I can't get. That's how it fits, and I can't get it to come inside the fender on there. It just does not have the room inside to clip on there. But the fronts they're relatively good as is. I am going to hammer right here. You can see there's part of the body is in the way, and that's right where the plastic is rubbing through. So I'm going to hammer that in. Everything else looks pretty good up front.
After finishing up the driver's side, I move over to the passenger side rear. I'll follow the same steps as I did on the driver's rear and get this back corner rolled.
Alright, this side's good enough. It's still a little wavy on the back side, but Like I said, on the other side, it's not really even rubbing on the fender there, it's hitting back here, and I don't want to lose this body line trying to make it smooth and end up flaring out the fender. So I'll go and pull this off, I'll hammer in that spot, and we'll be done.